gave my life for this book. Yes, I literally died to make it happen. My death experience in 2013 had many unparalleled and unprecedented features of the near-death experience phenomenon. But well before my NDE, I spent nearly 40 years studying and practicing this world's religious and spiritual paths and was already a certified spiritual adept. I was a third-degree ceremonial magician within the Ordo Templi Orientis, a mystical society using ancient ceremony to achieve mystical consciousness. I was a certified master alchemist and member of the International Alchemy Guild, whose members included Sir Isaac Newton. I spent over 20 years becoming proficient in mystical practices of Kabbalah, tarot, astrology, Pythagorean numerology, the I Ching, Taoism, and several other methods to connect my spirit and mind with the cosmic mind of reality. I traveled to India and Nepal many times and spent months in ashrams and toured the sacred tirth sites of the Buddha. I had my first Kundalini event when I was 25. A tantric priestess of sexual yoga activated it, and it was so intense it permanently altered my consciousness and physical body. I hear many NDE stories about people who were spiritually asleep and their NDE made them aware. My NDE did not wake me up spiritually. I had already dedicated my life to breaking free from material consciousness to acquiring divine consciousness. NDE confirmed all I had been studying and pursuing throughout my life and deepened my already present connection to spiritual reality. I hope Within the Portal will kickstart, assist, expand, and enhance your life's journey so you can live more spiritually than ever before. We learn everything we know from personal experience and teachers. Within the Portal will be a teacher and guide for many. Within the Portal includes decades of accumulated knowledge of spiritual practice, how it's done, why it's done, and how it works. But it is not a dry academic book of instructions like the volumes and volumes I consumed throughout my life. I presented these higher eternal truths in a creative and dramatic narrative that parallels an extraordinary and supernatural set of events that proves miracles are undeniable. It's a big book to read and a long audiobook to listen to because it guides you in attaining spiritual consciousness along your life's journey. The book has a theme. Some chapters tell more of my worldly experiences of recovering from the traumas. Others focus on spiritual perspectives and knowledge, and some blend them together. They all merge into a profound journey of spirit and mind as both my physical and mental experiences are obviously guided and engineered by spiritual forces. Chapters include the account of my death event and the circumstances that have made me a medical miracle, how spirituality truly works, reincarnation, karma and sanskars, the dimension between life and death, known as the Bardo to Tibetan Buddhists, and Tarabao in Sanskrit, purgatory by Western religions, and how it has been taught and explored within every ancient spiritual culture of history. The underground stream, the true body of spiritual knowledge and history in this world, the eternal truths taught in all scriptures before they were changed by humans with religious agendas. The miracle power of God, known as Yogamaya in Sanskrit. The Memoir shares this author's terrific injuries and recovery from them, the loss of his career as a helping professional for over a decade, relearning how to walk and talk from scratch, and the glory of soulmate love and the tragedy of losing it. It also tells of the inspiring triumphs over these tragedies and how to sustain faith and confidence in a divine reality over a worldly one in the most devastating circumstances. Finally, it explains the true essence and meaning of our very existence, to surrender our hearts and minds to a divine will and begin to live within the Anand, the spiritual bliss which makes up the mind and body of divine love. I do not provide my own personal views or ideas about spirit. This book tells of the eternal truths taught by all true scripture and my experiences with them. I am confident Within the Portal will change you. You will grow and expand in spirit. I am not the author of this tale. Celestial forces and the power of divine love are the true engineers of the events and authors of the story. I am merely the scribe. I experienced, survived, and now recount it with all my passion and soul. I hope it serves you, because the only thing worse than suffering is to suffer for no reason. If this story inspires even a single person to connect with the unconditional love of the God power in my dark yet triumphant tale of miracles, then I did not suffer without a reason. I wish you well. I wish you well. Be blessed, as the sage Yeshua, known as Jesus, said, "Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door will be opened to you." Spiritual fate may have brought you to this threshold of a book serving as a portal for you to gain higher spiritual ground. Now that you're here, knock and it shall be open to you. Now for the bonus incentive. Each chapter and section of the book has been carefully orchestrated to be read or listened to in a single 20 to 30 minute session. Except for a few heavier chapters, they were carefully written to provide a stream of thought and concepts in a single sitting without having to keep careful track. I have worked my ass off to make very cerebral and complicated spiritual truths understandable to the novice and enjoyed by the adept. The words, layout, pace, and even the placement of the glossary 63 pages in are all part of a formula for raising your spiritual consciousness. The prices of Within the Portal ended with 93 cents, which is as intentional as every other feature of the book. The number 93 is the numerology equivalent of agape, or spiritual love in ancient Greek. It is how many mystics greet each other, and I often sign my emails and letters with 93 as a closing. By watching or reading this introduction, you've already begun your spiritual journey within the portal and shown your commitment to it. So please enter Within 93 as the purchase code when you buy. You'll save just 93 cents, but also receive a subtle grace of agape, connecting you more deeply to your Within the Portal experience. You've earned it. Thank you for inviting me into your spiritual quest. I'll do my best to lead you heartfully and carefully. Jai Shri Radhe, glory to the essence of divine love. 93, Krishnanand.